Hey everybody, it's Cheryl Algie from Kerrang in Northern Victoria, your Stampin' Up! Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live. I thought I'd do a bit of a run through of tomorrow's class for some of the ladies. Some of the ladies are new to me, or new to all of us. But I just wanted to remind you also that today is the last day to order to earn your celebration rewards with your order. It's a great time for you to earn free product. I'm trying to find my catalogues. Goodness knows where they are. Anyway, I'm sure you've all got one by now because it ends today. And yes, it's a good time to build your stash, or if you're new, I know I had one lady who really used it to its full extent. I tickled in my throat, sorry. She ordered so that she would get a good supply of stamps and whatever else was available at the moment at that time. It was a while ago, so you all know her, but I won't name and shame her. So not that it's a shame, but you know what I mean. So yeah, so if you're waiting, I can put in an order for you today if you would like, so that because by tomorrow, of course it's March the 1st tomorrow, so by then it'll be too late. So this is some of the DSP that I used yesterday, and I'm just going to show you. I might have to keep measuring my other card because I keep forgetting the measurements. Sorry about that. I just want to get it right. I haven't done a PDF yet. I'll probably get to that tonight. Maybe. If I don't, no worries. You will get it at some stage. So I'm cutting this at 14.4, and I'm making sure, because my card is going to be in this orientation, and this is a directional paper. By that I mean that the flowers are growing up this way. If I was to do it the other way, they wouldn't be in that direction. So because my card's going this way, we're going to go this way. So 14.4, and I think, well, let's see how good I am at remembering. Usually I do remember for cards what the measurements are, and I probably shouldn't get it wrong. But I think I remember. So if I run through it now, there's plenty more paper, but it won't necessarily go with what I've decided to do today. So and I want to score this at 2 centimetres here and 4 centimetres. I have done one of these cards in a live before. It's actually the ones that we'll be doing tomorrow. 2 and 4, and you can go 6 and 8, or you can flip it around and do 2 and 4 the other end. And I'm pretty sure that's right, but I will just check before I go any further. 2 inches this is, and 4. This is a tutorial from Really Robin Stamps. I'm very grateful for the tutorial. So I've got to do a little bit of cutting. So I noticed my bone folder was out of its place. I think we go that way. Oh, our card will be that way. We've got to get it up the right way to cut the bits off too. Make sure you do that. I'll just burnish them, and then I'll come in here and we'll work out which way where to go. That's this way. So that's right. And where's my other one? There. So it's called a diamond gatefold. Then what we need to do, so you make sure your flowers are the right way up. Then what we need to do is we need to mark 2 inches, because this is really dark, and I'm hoping I can get it off, give the pen mark off. I had trouble with some cards I was making hoping you can see. Probably can't, sorry. I should have pushed this up a bit higher. I get excited and then I don't check to see whether you can see or not now. I've just pushed that up a bit, so we should be right. So what I did was I scored 2 and 4, and then I flipped it around and scored 2 and 4. Or if you're using your Simply Scored, you could just score 2, 4, you don't do 6, 8 and 10, which is the same. I think that's right. Let me just see. Yes, 8 and 10, so that's right. So then, on both sides, we want to mark. I'm just looking to see. Hello, Susan. How are you? Hello, Sharon. Can you see what I'm doing? My, I think it's good on my laptop screen. Hopefully it's good on your end. So then we're going to mark, this is a removable pen, or it's supposed to be, but it wasn't that removable when I used it the last time, so I don't know what was going on. 2 inches there, and on the other side the same. 2 inches. Why I haven't done this for you is because you've got to cut little bits off and save them. So I didn't want to be cutting all your little bits off and losing any on you. So that's why I didn't do that for you. And it does you good to do it yourself, and then you know. And actually, this paper was probably the worst paper to choose because it's going to be really hard for me to see where that. So what we want to do is then cut from that mark there. Don't worry, the papers you're using tomorrow aren't as hard to see as this. I'm just going to put a mark there. And too bad if it won't come off, because it's actually the same colour. Just going to try and put it right on the edge so that I know, because I just can't see that. And the same here. Can you see what I'm doing? It's not going to write now. Maybe I can see that one a bit better because it's in the, depends where it is. That one there is there, I think, and there. As I said, don't worry, yours isn't going to be as difficult as this. I chose a really busy paper, so silly me. So yeah, it's actually not that hard to see when you fold it a few times. I think it's there. I'll just move that a little bit. If mine's a bit out, you'll know why, because I had trouble seeing where the marks were. I'll try and move that again. I'm just winging it a bit here, and hopefully I've done that right. So then we do this, and this, and then these pieces here, they just go here. Just going to adhere them there so that you get your diamond effect. Isn't that clever? Just thought it was so clever. Now, is she going to do that with wet glue? Perhaps. See how we go. It's got a snobby nose, so clean its nose, so it'll come out. It'll probably come out way more than I want it to. I don't want it too sticky. You could see that. You can see, Sharon. Good-o. You'll be able to do this with your eyes closed, love. Susan probably can too. Just making sure I've got that. I don't think it can go at any different angle. And no one's going to know if you went a bit off there, which I think I probably did just slightly, really slightly. I do love this paper. but we won't be able to get it after tomorrow, so I may as well use it up, mightn't I? I won't be practicing anything with this because I love it. I don't want to waste it. You've got a paper you love, you don't want to waste it. Guess you don't want to hoard it either, but I'm a bit of a hoarder, I will admit. I don't like using things because I might need that one day, I tell myself. Okay, so we've got this, and then we've got to do our, hang on, what have I done there? Oh yeah, that's right. It's just a totally different colour. It threw me for a second. I thought I'd done something wrong. So then, what did I do on the inside of that one? I'll just do the flower. I might just do, talking to myself here, sorry. I might just do a strip of the pretty paper, I think. See if I can find a scrap in a hurry. I bet I won't be able to. Because I don't think I've used any or much of this, so I might cut it off this piece, because if I want to do another one of those ones, it'll be going the wrong way. Let me just probably think this is silly, but I'm just going to cut it this way, and then I'll cut probably about 1 centimetre, maybe, just so I can get, and I'll probably still get 4 cards out of that bit. I think that's probably a little bit long for my, yeah it is, doesn't matter, it's okay. Which way up are you? Can't really tell, it's such a small bit. Boy, it's hot today. I thought it wasn't going to be as hot today, but it sure is. Sure is. And I knew that would be too long because this piece in the centre is, pretty sure it's 9.5 centimetres, I think. Let me just check that. Still waiting for my video, would you believe, to, yeah, 9.5 by, I think it's 13.9, yep. To download. I've had tried it twice, and it's still going from like about 9 o'clock this morning. It's so annoying. I don't know what's going on. They tell you to get this, to get onto the fibre to the node, and it'll be so much quicker. Yeah, right. Don't think it is. So then this can go in here. Oh yeah, had to check what I was doing there. Just making sure I've got my measurements right too before I go. Before you glue anything, you just want to make sure that you or the person cutting up for you hasn't made any errors, because it's easy to make mistakes when you're cutting up for a class. I don't very often make mistakes, but sometimes I do. No one's perfect, are they? And then this piece, to give it a bit of stability, goes onto our Azure background. Had not really used much Azure, but I'm finding I'm using a bit of it lately. Probably because of the DSP being that, having that colour in it, and it's beautiful. Love it. And that should fit. What have I done? Have I cut that? I just said to check measurements, and I haven't. Must be 10.5. That looks a little bigger. Yeah, it is a little bigger. Must be just how it goes. We've got length, but we haven't got much width. Because Robin's in America, that's probably why. Because their cardstock, like I said yesterday, is a different size. I don't know why we all have to be different. But that's just how it is. So yeah, that works. Now where's my other bits and pieces? I haven't lost them. In here. In here. I haven't tried this decoration, so I'm hoping it's okay. So our diamond goes there like that, and then we decorate it like that. So I just wanted to be really quick today, and I'm not sure what colour I want that. This is from Spring Corners, the Spring Corners stamp set. There's a Spring Corners dies as well. You guys would have seen those ones. I think I'm going to use these here at my launch. I did quite a few samples with that. This one says happy we are friends. So I'm just going to put that. Can we see? Yes, make sure it's the right way round, because there's a wrong and a right side. Happy we are friends, and hopefully I'll get this straight. That's going to go on there. And I stamped and die cut a little bee. I've done the bees before for you, so you'll know how to do those. I just want to use a bit of tear tape, I think, for the back of this, to put our wings and our what do we call those? Antennas, I think we said, didn't we? When I used them last time. Don't know why I didn't think of this for my ones I did for my swap. I did 16 cards, and each card had 12 die cuts on it. Am I crazy or what? My goodness. I had 5 bees, so there you go. There's 3 lots of die cuts for your bees. Anyway, I did have fun doing it, so I think I'm going to pop that on now. So I think I wasn't sure if I'd be happy with my design, but I think I am now. If you are stamping on your diamond, you just got to make sure that's why this sentiment is perfect, because it wouldn't have mattered which way it went. I've got stuff everywhere here. I'm just going to move that a bit so I can get that pretty much straight and lined up. And I want a couple of dimensionals for my bees. Is anyone talking to me? No? Come here. Just going to do one on there. Oh, oops. Oopsie, I need to put it that way. And I did die cut some, where did she put them? I think they're in here. Some flowers, where did I put them? Oh, where did I put them? Oh, they're here. They're here. They're hiding in the corner. I did more than 2. Oh, they're under here. I pulled them out before. And I wondered whether we need these. These come from the Meant to Be stamp set as well. Well, that just gives it a bit of life, doesn't it? Maybe I'll put that on first, so as I know where I want the flowers, because it might matter. So then the next important bit is to only put your glue, bring that up here, you only want your glue on this half of your triangle. So what you can do is flip it upside down. I always get tricked with this. Flip it upside down and put your glue or your dimensionals, might use dimensionals actually, on there. Probably shouldn't have used dimensionals on the pop-up bit. So perhaps I better not. I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to put it over here because I don't want to get glue on the rest of my card. So then we can center this up. And you can center it pretty well by making sure the diamond is in the center of your fold. My fold isn't too good really, is it? Doesn't, what I mean by that is it doesn't meet in the middle, but anyway, it's fine. Now we need to put our flowers where we decide we want our flowers. Maybe two there, and maybe, this is a bit tricky, isn't it? Oh. Don't know, maybe that's the right way up. My eyes are terrible. Terrible. I need them in a diamond shape, and it's not, they're not helping me. I didn't really want to do that. But maybe I can do that and that, so it doesn't look, I don't mind that. I think that will do. Now how to stick them on. Because they've got holes in the centre, it's a bit tricky. Just going to put that there so I might just need to use a bit of this glue, as long as it doesn't, I should be using a little glue gun, shouldn't I? Wonder if it's working. Some days it does and some days it doesn't. Well, it does, but it sometimes gets a bit, yeah, there we go. Not clogged up, but if I haven't put the lid on it properly, it won't kind of work. And sometimes I forget to use it. I've got one up here. It's perfect for this sort of sticking. Oh, but now I've got 4, haven't I? I didn't want 4. I might have to put another one somewhere. Stay. Yeah, I didn't want 4. Where can this one go? Where can this one go? Will it fit in there? Cover up my words. We might fit down there. Looks a bit symmetrical, but this was just a quick card to show you what we're doing tomorrow. Oops, it's come off on my finger. Okay, I don't think I cleaned that either. I'm just going to pop this back on, because by the time I get to the next card, it'll probably have, because it's so hot today, it probably won't work. Now we need some little, I actually coloured some, I don't know that I want black though. Black, yellow, don't know. I might just go with rhinestones. Won't. Thanks, Denise, and thanks for watching. Is it hot where you are? You're in Sydney, I believe. Is that right? I'll just go with the good old rhinestones because otherwise I'm going to be looking through. I don't believe I've got much in the way of yellow. Would have been nice, or even pink. It's that little. I prefer little embellishments to the great big ones. I'm not that fond of them. There we go. That just don't those rhinestones just bring it to life? It's very cute. Now, I'm not going to show the cards we're doing tomorrow because that's not fair on the girls coming to class. You might want a sneak peek, but you're not getting one. Sorry about that. So the next one is a fracture card, and I have not. This is the first one I ever did. I'm not even going to show you that either. I'm just going to wing it, and I'm going to use another celebration paper. Anyone done a fracture card before? And I'm going to do this one a little bit differently to what my sample is, and then the girls can choose which way they want to do it. So again, I might do my inside. Where is that little piece here? And I thought for fun I might just put the opposite side of that paper. I want to use it's not really my favourite side, but I want to use it because I want to use some different colours for my decorations, and if I just use the Mambo, I can't. Well, I could, but I won't like it as much. Like a bit of colour. If you haven't, have you, Susan? Will you be able to give me some tips, won't you? Tell me what I'm doing wrong. I think there might be a couple of different ways to do it, though. Oh, I will show you my other card that the girls, well, they're not, probably not, they're not doing exactly that, because I felt that it was a little bit dull. When I showed Rhonda, she said that it wasn't, but I just felt that it was a little bit dull. Now, oh, I need to stamp this first, don't I? I forgot that. Okay, so we're going to have, and again we want to go, I'm glad I'm doing this bit because again we want to be on the diagonal, and some of the girls forget that they've got to be on the diagonal. So I think we want our happy birthday in Melon Mambo. And I'll grab a block for that. Oh, if I put it on there, it's not going to, that's the trouble with your glass mat. You can't pick up your stamps with it because they stick to the glass. All right, I've got a spare one of them. Hopefully I won't need it. So I'm going to do, this is just my scrappy bit, just as well I did at practice, see? Didn't ink it up properly. Right. So we're going to do, and if you put your square, can we all see that? If we could put it on, line it up on our two lines here, this will be centered. Our sentiment will be centered. Okay. I'll clean these after. And then I thought, because that's got Granny Apple, I could use, well, you tell me, would you like me to use Freesia or Granny Apple? I'm actually leaning towards Freesia a little bit. Granny Apple's rather bright. I do like bright, but I'm just thinking perhaps tone it down a bit and use some Freesia. What do you think? Probably won't answer me in time. Well, the internet won't let me see your answer in time, will it? And again, I don't want to pick it up on there because it's not gonna. Oh, that's a bit light though. Very pale. Does my ink pad need re-inking, do we think? I think that'll be okay. It's just really a practice, so no, actually on my other one I went off the I just got to remember how to do this. Just get a clean bit so you can see what I'm doing properly, because that's going to be very helpful, and work out how I did this. So what what I could do, I could use both. Just trying to think. I might do the purple first. So what I could do is I could do this. That did go on the edge a bit, but we won't get too stressed about that. And this, if you don't like this way, well, don't do that tomorrow. Do what you want to do. I thought if I do the green in the centre, I will show you my other one just so you can see what I'm babbling on about. Oh, get off. So get out the granny apple. Again, line that up there, and we want a hole. We want all our presents in there. We don't want any missing. I think that doesn't look too bad. Then I'm just winging it here because I honestly can't remember what I did. I think I just put that in the centre. Is that right, Susan? Anyway, if I mess up, I'll have it figured out for tomorrow, won't I? Okay. I'm not going to measure or do anything technical. I'm just going to go with it here. So I reckon if I put that down, I reckon I can tell about the middle. You don't have to be perfect. Oh, I don't think you have to be perfect anyway. Then we're going to put our first piece down. I'm going to do that on my silicone mat because I'm going to make a mess with glue. And there's a wrong side and a right side to these once they've been cut, because when you cut it leaves a little bit of a ridge, so just bear that in mind. And yeah, I'm looking at a card I'm following here, if you're wondering what I'm looking at, and I'm doing it different to my other sample. I'll show you when I'm done. I might just add this one too. So what we basically are going to do is we're going to go around the edge of this. Oops. Geez, that's pretty. That's a lot of glue. And we're going to go from this corner, this in here. I'm going to go there. Making sure I've got glue all the way there. I didn't want to put glue everywhere. Yeah, oh, maybe I need a bit more, just to be sure. Just gonna refresh that. Just to be sure. Okay, so we've got that far. And now that that's possibly dry enough, I don't like to cut them until they are dry because they can move when you cut them. This one might be enough to go across here. And I don't think it matters if you, I think it probably does matter if you go over there. You don't want to go over the edge, I don't reckon. But as I said, I don't know that there's any rules. There's no rules in card making, you see. Just do whatever you want. And then the last one will go across here. So if I put my finger where I want the glue to finish, I should be good. I'll just go a bit further. Start cutting these bits off. That should be dry now. Got a mess on my mat, but that's all right. I'll wipe up. Let's bring my bin. Hopefully it's a bit cooler tomorrow, but it won't worry us because we've got the air conditioner. We'll be fine. What better thing to do than craft when it's hot, hey? Oh, my glue scissors. So there is our, basically that is our card. And I just thought of something that I could do. I was going to use some retired Mambo twine, but I just remembered we've got that celebration ribbon, haven't we? And I did just use the rest of mine. Actually, I'm going to grab the piece from my sample. That's already tied in a bow. And I'll grab my new one out. That will be perfect. Look at that. Gorgeous. It's right at the end of the roll. And I just put an order in last night. And I'm getting more of this. I think I've got one new one, so I'm getting another one coming. Like I said, it's a great time in celebration to get some stuff for free, and why not? And I have used and used and used this Fresh Freesia ribbon, so, and I don't care if it's retired, I'll still use it. I do like to use products that aren't retired. I wouldn't necessarily use a stamp set for my whole creation that was retired, but I don't draw the line at using some. No, I don't want that in there because I won't get it out. Don't worry about that later. I can use. Whoops. Some of these gems as well. Just choose which ones we think. I think probably there's no choice here, just the dark ones. Oh well, we could use the other ones. What do we think? Either one is fine. It depends where I'm going to put them, doesn't it? If I put them near the freezer, I need to, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. I haven't got much room because these are big. I can go there. I've only got the big ones left on this packet. Yeah, maybe I should have used the paler ones because they're going against the... Can I get them off? Can. Come on. I'll get off now. You silly thing. Could use a combination, but I don't really like to do that. No, that's the same colour, so maybe we'll go the lighter ones so that we've got a bit of something different. That'll do. That will do. Get off. Okay, now all we've got to do is stick that to our card when she finds her glue. Don't think my memory did too badly. I'll have to make sure it works for the other card, which I'm not going to show you. You can see that tomorrow. That's the one we're doing with Everyday Arches, and it's called a backfold card. So isn't that, oh, I really love that. That is really cute. This is just to show you the difference. This is the one I already did, and I wasn't sure what I was doing. But look, either way is fine. But when I got to here, I thought I had to cut it so it would fit there. But I didn't really need to. So whatever you do will be fine. That looks like it's gone off, but it's just the stripe. Yeah, I love that. I'm really happy with that. You guys will be all jealous. You'll be wanting to do that tomorrow, won't you? Well, you're not. I'm sorry. You're not all going to do the same one. I've got different colourways. So I think I have. I cut up about Tuesday, so I can't really remember what I did. But, yeah. So yes. Now, perfect for using up scraps of DSP. Set the sentiment on white. Do the strips, then push DSP into the sections. Oh, I didn't think about that. Susan, that's a good idea. I had seen people do them with DSP in there, and I thought, how the heck did they do that? Okay. Yeah, I can see how that would work. Great. Thank you. Thanks for joining me, everyone. And I will see some of you tomorrow. Oh, this is what I was looking at today to do, and you'll be doing using this paper. So some will have green, and some will have the navy blue, and some will have the what is it? I think it's is it Lost Lagoon? The other one, I think. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone that joined me. That was great. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Someone's giving me hearts. So that's lovely. Yeah, so I'll see you, Sharon, tomorrow, and whoever else has watched, I'll see you tomorrow as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.